Back at it again, Tokyo Revengers, pulling my heartstring piece by piece. With this one, quite literally showing off the reveal of Izana's secret, quote unquote, or at least something related to the whole Mikey, Izana, Shinichiro, Emma family dynamic, because this reveal quite literally shakes everything apart, as well as a few other things. But what I will say is, Kisaki, you still are a team-killing fucktard. As you try to kill Kakucho again, you basically set Izana to basically end up getting killed. Since last episode, as I said, Izana was not really wanting to be the one to kill Kakucho. He definitely cares for him, considering they grew up together. So yeah, there's a bond, even if he didn't want it to say it. And guess what? The dude protected him and took 3 bullets. And basically caught everyone off guard, with Kisaki basically now regretting his mistake since he just fucked up. Because the problem is, he killed one of the strongest people in a very dirty, underhanded way. And yeah, word spreads. So if he ever tried to make another gang or work with someone else, they'll know he's just gonna end up betraying them for his own cause. Good job, Kisaki. You ruined your entire reputation from here. But that's not the point of the episode. The point of the episode is we have more or less Kakucho not wanting Izana to die, not to mention him completely confused as hell on why Izana would even save him, only for Izana to say, well, you're all I have. The dude's been together since they were in foster home. They're orphans turned brothers, like they have each other, that's all they've had. And yeah, Izana had Shinichiro. The problem is the secret that he does tell Mikey. Izana's not related to anyone. Basically, he's not related to Shinichiro, he's not related to Emma or Mikey. He is a blank slate in terms of blood. For the sole purpose, because here we go again, mother of the fucking year, I guess, decides to give that bombshell after just being found by Izana, which I do like that it was Izana and Kakucho together. Izana was caught off guard. He tells Kakucho to go back, which he doesn't, which I don't remember in the manga them doing that, so it was a pretty nice touch. So he basically knew what was going on. Izana confronts his mother, who is in a casino, which, by the way, when it comes down to casinos, since I was there in Las Vegas, casinos suck. Especially this stupid pig. I swear, it's rigged, but not the point. That's derailing the video. The point is that she is the stepmother of his. He's the stepchild of this bitch. And yeah, she has just like, yeah, your father was a scumbag, died a scumbag, which, you know what? Fair enough, I guess. But I mean, come on, you were clearly raising him and Emma. You had Emma. You are a bitch. And honestly, this was the best thing for both of them. Since, you know, Emma grew up to be a better person, and I guess unfortunately for Izana, he seemed like he was on the better path. But yeah, this clearly broke everything, since he basically broke the relationship he had with Shinichiro due to the fact that Shinichiro knew. He didn't want to tell him because, I mean, that news would have just broken him anyway. But then again, here's the thing. Shinichiro, my fucking dude, you should have said something at the very least at some point, because it would have been better if he heard it from you than hearing it from the horse's mouth. So yeah, basically Izana, that's why he went against Shinichiro and lost his goddamn marbles. I think there was still a chance for him to be somewhat redeemable, but after this it seemed like, yeah, he was on the path he ended up in, dead. But one thing for sure is Izana does question Mikey if he is beyond saving, which is such a tearful, especially how he passes away and how he's just there and everyone's just sad. And honestly, I feel bad for Izana. He's a crazy fuck, don't get me wrong, but I still do feel bad for him. And Kakucho clearly is just broken. And one interesting thing, as Kakucho has like snow on his face and it reminds him of when they were little and they were playing in the snow, which we'll get to that point in a moment. Izana and Kakucho's pose right here that I'm showing is almost in similar to Takemichi and Naoto whenever they were shot and they were basically on death's door. So interesting parallels. But let's go to the past thing, because one thing I gotta freaking love is how wholesome they are. Yeah, Izana's basically saying he wants to be a tyrant, but he also wants to give a place to people like them, orphans, showing that there's still something good that was in him before, obviously, bitch broke him. So, the way they formed their group is by combining a few names of things they like, which just the name drop of Son Goku is so fucking hysterically hilarious. Only because, I mean, Goku, of all characters, managed to make it into Tokyo Revengers world through the fact that he is just, you know, a popular manga, anime, game, whatever the hell. It is still hilarious. But the main focus we should have is after this and after everyone in Tenjiku basically tells Mikey, who was gonna stay and take the blame, is like, nah, it's our fault. We stick with our captain. And showing genuine respect to Izana, we have everyone turning on Kisaki. And had it not been for Hanma, I can guarantee you Kisaki would have been just completely fucked at that point. Yeah, we have this bitch saving this other bitch. And quite clearly, Takemichi needs to stop this. Like, this is his last chance to truly stop Kisaki before he becomes an even bigger nuisance. So, Draken helps him go in his vehicle, while Mikey tells Takemichi that he'll protect Hina. And yeah, we basically have a nice chase scene. Obviously, Kisaki's worries caused them to crash. But during the chase, we have Takemichi basically going over every single event, or I guess every single sin that Kisaki has done so far throughout the entire series. And yeah, he finally stands up to Kisaki and tells him that, yep, this is over. The dude doesn't want it to be over, so he starts running. And just as Takemichi's going to give chase, oh no, his shot foot. The dude forgot that he was shot, which I find it a little funny. But Draken comes in and helps him out by carrying him and trying to chase off Kisaki. And I like that Draken basically brings up the fact that, yeah, Takemichi knew he was going to die, so he saved them back in Mobius arc, as well as an inverse to it, which I like that this episode is just a bunch of parallels and inverses. But granted, this wasn't taking... Had Draken actually reached Kisaki, Kisaki was just automatically fucked. He would have gotten beaten the shit out of by Draken, since now he knows, yep, this is the fucker who caused everything, especially the death of Emma. So I can guarantee you Kisaki would not have had any chance at all. However, thanks to his best friend, Hanma basically halted Draken. Well, Takemichi, clearly motivated even more, is able to keep going on his own. So we have Draken versus Hanma, which we won't see because the main focus is Takemichi versus Kisaki. Just seeing the two brawl it out is so amazing. Only because we have, well, the animation's actually good, surprisingly. But it's more because we have the main character finally fighting the main antagonist. No longer the whole mind games ruining his plans. No, this is a straight up brawl. And I just want to make a note. Takemichi would have kicked his ass had it not been for all the fighting he's done. Had they both been 100% stamina, 100% strength, and all this and that at the beginning of the whole Tenjiku battle, I can guarantee you Takemichi will kick Kisaki's ass. I 100% guarantee it. But not the point. The point is the episode ends on that note. On the fact that their two are fighting, and suspiciously, they're in a very, very familiar place. And next episode, boys, we're finally getting this fucker. He is going down.